Hello, my name is Jen. I am the unorthodox healer. You may find that my channel has had a bit of a rebrand. If you don't recognise it, I've changed it to the name of Gentle Tarot. It does what it says on the tin, really. I'm never going to tell you anything bad, dangerous, salacious, and yeah, this is just Gentle Tarot. The world is already full of too much stress and drama, depression, sadness, things that can get us down, things that will wind us up. So I do Gentle Tarot, so that's what I have renamed the channel. I'm still Jen, I'm still the unorthodox healer. I'm still in southern Scotland. I still only take cards that jump out at me, and I tend still not to read reversals. This is a general reading for Aries. It is timeless. It is being recorded just after the new moon in Gemini. At the moment, this is all about being authentic, Aries. This is about really looking at what you want, who you are, and to stop being a people pleaser. It's time to please yourself, Aries. The cards agreed in a dramatic fashion. I say they all fell out rather than jumped out. So this is a general reading, Aries. It is timeless. It is for whenever you find this. This can be for also wherever you have Aries in your chart. You might just have been drawn to this because you liked the thumbnail on the video. So let's see, Aries, what we have. I'm just going to shuffle those one more time. So the underlying energy, Aries, that we have is the Nine of Cups, which is a really beautiful start. And then we have the Eight of Swords, the Hanged Man, the Ten of Swords, the Four of Swords, Nine of Wands, King of Wands, and the Page of Swords. Lots of emotion going on here, Aries. The Nine of Cups is about wanting to be happy, finding the thing that makes your heart sing. This is also linked into the new moon, Aries, that we've just had in Gemini. What is it that makes your heart sing? Do you know? Do you think that you know what makes your heart sing? But do you really know what makes your heart sing? We are very much molded by who we are when we're small. I had a very strict upbringing, and I still kind of live that way today. That's not necessarily a good thing, but even into adulthood, I'm going to be 52 in a week and a half's time, and I still am not sure about what makes my heart sing, what I want to do with myself. And a lot of that is because when we are younger, we people please, we do things to make other people, particularly our parents, happy, to fit in, to keep the peace, to please people, to get acknowledgement and recognition. This doesn't mean that you had a bad childhood, or that there was anything wrong with doing all of the things that we did, but it makes things complicated as we get older, because maybe the things that you think are making you happy or would make you happy, Aries, are they really going to, or do they make you happy? You're definitely searching for this thing that makes you happy, and that's good, because planetarily at the moment, from an astrological point of view, this is just what you should be doing. So you have the Ace of Swords with the Nine of Wands, the Hanged Man with the King of Wands. The Hanged Man is the only major arcana card that we have. The Ten of Swords is with the Page of Swords, and we end with the Four of Swords. The Nine of Wands. What has made you build this barrier? What is it that you have gone through which has put this barrier up? Maybe this is something when you look back to your childhood as to there was something there which taught you something. It doesn't have to be something bad, but from an authenticity point of view and you being who you are and what you want to be, this has shaped you and molded you. And the Eight of Swords is also backing that up, because you are potentially tied by the upbringing that you had, or just the past that you have had in your life to date, that it's held you back, it's tied you down, or it's tied you down to other people's expectations. Because when you look at the Eight of Swords, you are not tied. Is society the one that is tying you? You know, the Nine of Wands here is you having been there, learnt lessons, and now you're sort of standing there from your vantage point, sort of going, well, that's happened to me before, I'm not going to let that happen to me again. This is holding you back, whatever this is, and this could be multiple things as well. This doesn't just have to be one thing. But it's not really holding you back. One of the things with the new moon yesterday in Gemini was about looking at yourself honestly. And I said this, I think, in the new moon reading as well, that our subconscious works very hard to please us, to keep us happy, to the point that it will self-sabotage. It will make us think that we shouldn't be doing something, that it will bring out something which will maybe trigger us, that you know, want to be a famous author, but you're scared as to what your friends will say if you became famous. So you self-sabotage yourself. You might procrastinate. You might say, oh, well, yes, I'd love to write that book. I've got lots of books inside me, but maybe my parents wouldn't approve, or my partner wouldn't approve. Maybe because of the content of the books that you want to write. So you self-sabotage. Is this something that you're doing in your life? Do you want to get fit, but you don't want to, you want to, you want to get fit, but then you don't want to draw attention to yourself because you might have a great body? This is to try and badly explain that you are maybe holding yourself back here, holding yourself back, Aries, from whatever this Nine of Cups happy situation is that you do want for yourself. The next two cards are the Hanged Man and the King of Wands. You need to process these first two cards, this Nine of Wands and this Eight of Swords. And you can do that by becoming the Hanged Man. And maybe you have been trying to be the Hanged Man for quite a while, because this is a major arcana card. This is a stronger, more permanent energy in your life at the moment, Aries. This is literally about
trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting your inner knowing, and also trying to see something from a different perspective. As I was just saying, are you stopping yourself doing something because you have a fear of the success or the happiness that it might bring you? By working through this, the way to do it is to take time and to try and see it from a different perspective. A good example, a good sort of way to sometimes deal with a situation is to imagine that your scenario was being played out on a TV series or in a film. What would you say to the person that it was happening to in the film? Would you be shouting at the screen going, don't do it, or do it? What would somebody else say in your situation? Would your friends say, don't be stupid, write that book, go to the gym, you'll look amazing and you'll feel so good that, forget what other people are going to, think about you, or, just take no notice of people. Get that confidence. And the King of Wands is absolutely about getting that confidence, that you will be this person, rather than being blindfolded and pretending that, these opportunities aren't here because you've had your fingers burnt, or you're too scared to acknowledge that you have got these opportunities, or these burning dreams that you are subconsciously too scared to take hold of. Rather than being blindfolded or looking at this from a really sort of suspicious point of view, you're now going to look at things head on. He knows that there's this whopping great big lion standing here, but he has this confidence of being untouchable. He's got a salamander here, I think hopefully you can just see that on his t-shirt here. Salamanders are unburnable. They live forever in folklore. He doesn't need to be facing that lion because he's radiating out this untouchable immortality of nothing being able to hurt him or upset him. And this will be you. The next two cards will have the Ten of Swords and the Page of Swords. The Ten of Swords is walking away from the past, from truths, things that have upset you. And this will go back to this Eight of Swords and this Nine of Wands. This is a new dawn for you. This is a chance to start afresh. Now, the Page of Swords is here as well, and the Page of Swords is about messages coming to you, new opportunities, or new truths, or new communications coming. This might be that this is an opportunity for a project which is based on communication, again based on this sort of book authory type publication feeling that I have about this reading. You have ideas. The universe is saying you need to not be too gung-ho about this. Don't just launch into something. You have to do the work, and you will walk away from this feeling of the procrastination or the fear of what will happen when you do this thing. And you won't be scared of the happiness or the joy or the success that it will bring you. But this takes a little bit of planning. You can see here that she's tiptoeing across this sword. You don't really know how big this gully is that she's walking across. She's reading a book. She's got these ideas which haven't quite come to fruition yet because the light bulbs aren't on. But it's coming. But you need to do the same with the Hanged Man. Just bide your time, get your ducks in a row, rather than just go off gung-ho and feel, right, now I know what I want to do, here goes. And the last card is the Four of Swords, and that really backs this all up. Take your time. You've been through a lot, but it shouldn't hold you back. Your heart is safe. You have been on this journey. There are lots of truths and opportunities and times for happiness coming to you, not only in life generally, but with whatever this thing is that you've been procrastinating about, too scared to do, the dream that you have that maybe people have been trying to dissuade you from doing. Rest and sleep is a great healer, and as with the Page of Swords here, you need some time to really decide which direction you want to go in, what book that is that you want to write first, or the podcast that you want to do. But be safe in the knowledge that whatever you do and whatever you decide to do, once you've released these shackles, it's going to be really beautiful, because the Nine of Cups will literally be you leaping with joy and happiness for whatever the outcome is of this situation. It's a really exciting reading, Aries. It's quite specific as well with the all through thing. The story goes that everybody has one book inside us. If you were going to write a book, Aries, what would you write about? Maybe this is something that you have been dreaming about, but you've just always been holding back. If this has resonated, I would love it if you would leave me a comment. Also, liking and subscribing pushes my videos out to more people. If you've enjoyed the reading, there is a link in the description where you can buy me a coffee and help support the channel. I'm really wanting this to be the way that I can live, so your support means the world to me. And Aries, enjoy what's the rest of May, and I will be back to do another reading for June really soon. Take care, and thanks very much.